Well, good, beautiful morning, and welcome to Tesla Northwest and EVs. You and I are back on the road again. Fortunately, we had a great company called RnR Tire Express. They told me originally I was supposed to get on the road by Thursday. Then there was a little snafu, and I thought I was in Wichita till Monday. But they pulled through. I got my tires put on Friday, so we're on the road again. So we're going to hit the road, head down to Limon, Colorado. That's the idea. So join us on the flip side as we get back on the road and get up to 70 and start heading west. Catch you on the flip side at Tesla Northwest and EVs. Well, I was having some camera problems. I think I cooked a battery in all this heat, so I'm not sure if I got any footage before this, but if I didn't, we are outside of Wichita. We're about 22 miles away from Salina and Topeka, and we're gonna get a supercharge there. And I thought I'd bring you a little bit of this beautiful Kansas countryside, Kansas farmland. We got some corn here off to our right and some corn off to our left. We got a truck off to the side of the road, so we'll be courteous and move over for them. And so far so good. We've got 39% state of charge. We should get in with about 28%. And as you can see, I'm at 85, which is full self-driving's maximum allowable speed. But for those of you in the States that may not know, if you go to display, and if we change from miles to kilometers, I can now go 87 miles an hour. That's a little trick. So if you are on a flat stretch and you're bored and you want to get a little more speed, you can switch over to kilometers an hour and you will squeeze out an extra 2 miles per hour using full self-driving or autopilot. So you're welcome. All right, we're coming up on a little bit of congestion here, so we're going to move through that, and I'll check back in with you when we get closer to our supercharger. Well, we made it onto Interstate 70. We're on I-70 East right now, but that's just because we're heading to a supercharger. We'll be flipping a B-Azuch and getting on the westbound lanes after we get a short charge. So let's see how Amos manages Salinas. Is it Salina or Salinas? Kansas. Salina, Kansas. So we got to come up here to a light and make a left-hand turn. Good lane selection. Why don't we kick on a blinker there, bud? Want to kick on a blinker, bud? Maybe let people know what we're doing? There you go. Nice. Nice quick drive, nice quick light. Following this here horse trailer. I wonder what we're at. You think it's a Holiday Inn Express?
Yes.
We're gonna find out. So 4 brand new tires, folks, out of Missouri. They originally thought they weren't gonna, they originally said they were gonna get in Thursday. Then Thursday they said, oh, we're so sorry, they won't get in until Monday. So after we cried a little bit and decided that we were gonna make the most of it, we got a phone call while we were eating dinner last night. Hey, your tires showed up. So $3,600 later, a $200 cab ride, and a $600 tow that Tesla service covered for the most part. I paid about $75, including a tip to the driver. We are back on the road. So one downfall of owning these cars, especially if you've got a performance with 21s, the tires are kind of hard to come by. And that sucks big time. Looks like we're like all up in this car wash here. Okay, just have patience, Amos. This big truck is turning. Okay, you could have went around. I kind of wish it had, but you know, it's okay. So I am going to get a spare tire kit. They're about $600 online, and you get a little tire and a jack and whatnot, and I think that's a good idea, at least for road trips, because
Hey, no reefers.
no reefers, so I don't want to get stuck. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe a good suggestion for you all. And guess what? My wife was right again. Here is Holiday Inn Express, Salina, Kansas supercharger. So we'll check in with you after we get a charge. And we got some more corn off here to our left. And here we have the Salina, Kansas supercharger. It's a 6-stall version 2, 150 kilowatt. It is at a Holiday Inn and Express here in Salina. right off 70, and there is not a lot around. You got farmland. There is a truck wash and a truck stop a little ways down the road. If you really needed a bite, you could go down there. Pretty little church over there in the distance. And they did have snacks inside and clean bathrooms. So this overall isn't a bad supercharger. A little slow. And as you can see, not real popular. Slow because it's a 150. I'm getting full juice. So we're going to be heading down the road here in just about 10 minutes. Our next stop is in Hayes, and then we're going to Goodland. And look at those gorgeous, gorgeous tires. Oh my God, I'm so happy to have new shoes on the car. So we'll check in with you in a little bit, folks. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for joining me here at Tesla Northwest and EVs. I'd love a like and a subscribe. And there's a giant grain silo. Talk to you later. Folks, we are coming upon Hayes, Kansas. Get our second supercharge. And I got a white Jeep on my ass. Hopefully it'll just go around me. Good use of a blinker to warn him. Slowing down nice. Getting off. He's getting off too, evidently. I may intervene because he doesn't seem like he's real patient. He's a local. So bear with me, folks, as we go through here. Oh, good. He's not behind me anymore. So it looks like we got a stop. Kind of an interesting stop sign off there at an angle. And now our view is obstructed. I'm going to take over. It was going to pop out in front of some folks there. What do I need to do, babe, for this roundabout?
Go on West Mopar.
So I just keep going around? Do I want to be in this far thing?
Yeah.
But we got to follow this fifth wheel anyway. Okay, so we're going to go through this roundabout, and it looks like we got an Applebee's right up here, and that's probably where the charger is. So we're going to get a bite to eat, and that was a disengagement because the car was going to try and pop out. It probably would have been fine, but I was a little bit nervous for it. So here we are. Looks like another 6-stall supercharger at an Applebee's. So we'll check in with you in a little bit, folks. Well, here we are in Hayes, Kansas at their 6-stall version 2 Tesla Supercharger. As you can see, it's not in the most fantastic of locations. Not terrible, but Applebee's doesn't open until 11 and it's 20 after 10. There's a gas station across the way, but you got to cross a busy road. And there is a Wendy's. We were going to go over there to get a bite, but they were closed for unexpected maintenance. So we walked over to this Fairfield and used the restrooms there, and luckily we got some car snacks. But yeah, depending on the time of day, not the greatest spot to hit up. So we're going to get down the road, and we're going to Goodland, Kansas next. So we'll check you there. Are heading now to Colby, Kansas. The car wanted to go up to 100% and then get into Goodland with like 9%. And because when we switch profiles, sometimes the navigation's a little weird, I restarted the trip and now it's going to take us to Colby. So we'll get in there with, about 22% state of charge. We're at 71% right now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the wind. The wind is really going to gobble up your range out here. So just be mindful of that. And on a side note, again, I'm sorry, I guess I should just have the camera running all the time. We literally just passed a truck full of brand new Cadillac Lyrics, the electric station wagon thing Cadillac's making. So very, very cool. There was at least half a dozen of them on the truck, maybe 8. And if I see them again, I'll bring it to you. But we are just having a great time. Military vehicle, enjoying all these beautiful pastoral plains here in Kansas, and looking forward to getting into Colorado. Might be driving into a little bit of weather too, so if we do, we will bring you that, but nothing real exciting. FSD's doing a great job, and my lovely wife is our pilot for this next part of the adventure. Thumbs up from her. So we're going to be passing Ogallala and checking out all of the great cornfields, oil wells, and grain silos. A lot of oil wells. I was kind of surprised. There's a whole bunch passing right now. So anyway, this should hopefully be a nice short video, but you know me, short videos like what, 15-20 minutes. So I'll check back in with you later, or if we see something cool on a truck. We're approaching Colby, Kansas. We're gonna get a bite to eat and a supercharge, and then we're gonna head on to Hayes just to top up before going into Limon. So should be getting off at exit 53, so our next exit coming up here. Car's been doing great. Traffic's not been terrible, although a lot of Kansasians, I don't know if you say that right, like to camp in the left lane, but hey, we're working through it. And yeah, the car might want to get over, let these nice people in. You might want to let them in. Yeah, okay, that worked. So it's not always sure why the car makes the choices it does, but you know, that's okay. We need to get off here anyway, so take a nice leisurely exit. I think a human driver would have went whoop whoop, but you know, no big thing. And looks like it's going to be hopefully at this travel center, and it looked like there was a number of things to eat there, so we're kind of excited about that because there hasn't been much to eat lately. Oh.
That was me.
I kind of figured. Yeah, little intervention because you don't want to get rear-ended.
I'm hungry.
Oh, okay. Hungry and impatient, no problem. Well, you don't have to let it drive. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from that if you want to get a bite. So I'm sure the audience would have liked to have seen it, but you know, Nicole's like, the hell with you all. I want to get me a Qdoba burrito. All right, well, we're going to be pulling up here. It's just up on the left, so I will give you a little walkthrough once we get to it. Yep, there's your minivan. That person just camped out in the left lane and was a bit bothersome. So anyway, this is boring. We'll talk to you in a little bit. So we are at the Oasis Travel Center. It is an 8-stall version 2 Tesla Supercharger tucked back in the corner, and it is attached to this wonderful travel center. There's a couple places to eat. I'll bring you that inside. Lots of different gas and whatnot, but really cool feature. They have a dog park here, so your dogs can get out and play right there. And then they also have a really cool playground. So overall, this is a great supercharger stop if you're in Colby, Kansas, looking for a charge. And here comes a Tesla now. So great stop. I'll bring you a little footage inside, and then we're going to get down the road to Hayes for a quick top-up. And inside, they've got some good food selections, a Qdoba, City Walk, clean restrooms, lots of stuff down there you can get to buy and drink. And, of course, you got to have a Starbucks. So very great travel stop, good place to get a supercharge. Well, we are 6.2 miles from Goodland. I think I might have said Hayes at the last supercharger, but we're going to Goodland, Goodland, Kansas. God, that was a crop duster right there. Been an interesting ride so far. We passed a dead fox on the road. My wife saw that, and we saw a Hummer EV. Other than that, just a billboard that welcomed us to the top side of Kansas, and we should be in Colorado, here in about 20 miles. So we'll get a little top up, and then head into Limon, and then we might go a little further. I'm not quite sure yet, or we might just stop and then head into Dinosaur tomorrow. I think Dinosaur might be a good destination. So nothing terribly exciting out here. I'm hoping we catch up to that truckload of lyrics. I'm hoping it passes us as we're charging, and then we get back on the road and we can get a little footage of that. But did get to capture a lane change. Yay! Amazing job, Amos. So anyway, nothing too terribly exciting, just flat, straight, corn, windmills, sunflowers, which are beautiful, grain depots, and
Jesus.
The Lord. Yeah, Jesus keeps telling us that he trusts us every like 50 or 60 miles, and we appreciate that. It's white Jesus. I keep hoping maybe we'll see Mediterranean Jesus or Middle Eastern Jesus or Black Jesus, but so far just angelic white Jesus. Anyway, maybe in Colorado we'll see something different. And don't get us wrong, we love any color Jesus in this car. So thanks, folks. We'll check up with you when we get into Goodland, and I'll give you a few shots of the supercharger. here we come into Goodland, Kansas, and Sharon Springs. So looks like our supercharger is just going to be right off the freeway up here. Got a whole bunch of grain silos all around, and it was really cool. We passed a giant, like really big painting of a sunflower. I believe it was a recreation of a famous piece of artwork that I can't think of the name of right now. But it was really, really cool. Ooh, that was a terrible one. Ugh. Is that all the car?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Amos. People think he had a few drinks. A little nervous letting it make a left here. It doesn't look too busy. No, it's not busy at all. No locals behind you? Not yet? Okay. Hey, there's our buddy in the white Escalade. I think they passed us a while ago. Yeah, it would have been nice if you'd pull up a little more, but I guess he had more than enough visibility because, oh, no, he gave it a little toot.
I did?
No, the car did.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that was, Nicole didn't do anything,
No.
right? Yeah, that was...
Oh, they just said that Holiday Inn.
Probably. Oh, look, a steak and shake. Shit, we haven't had one of those yet. All right, well, we'll bring you some footage of the charger after we get hooked up, folks. There you go. This is Goodland, Kansas Supercharger. And here is the Goodland, Goodland, Kansas Supercharger, 6-stall, version 2. Working great. There is a steak and shake right behind it. If you need some drinks or snacks, you can go over here to a travel center. And then we're in the parking lot of a Comfort Inn and Suites, but there is a brand new Holiday Inn Express being built right over there. So overall, not a real busy supercharger, not a real fast one, again, version 2, but that's all we've been seeing so far here in Kansas. Be nice to get some version 3s coming. We're gonna head into where? Limon, Colorado. That's where we're gonna spend the night. And where are we gonna spend the night at? You guessed it, a Holiday Inn and Express. Guess what? Right by the supercharger. So we'll check in when we're down the road. Thanks, everybody. We made it into Colorado, everybody, and the road immediately gets just horrendous. And that is no joke. Like, you pass the Welcome to Colorado sign leaving Kansas, and it turns into this. So, yeah, it's very interesting to see the different road conditions and what's going on in the different states. So, anyway, beautiful state. My first time. My wife has spent some time here as a child, and this is my daughter's first time. So thank you for having us, Colorado. We look forward to traveling across your state. I think we're going to go to Dinosaur tomorrow. Go to Dinosaur, and then from Dinosaur to West Wendover to Reno, I think is my plan right now. So hopefully we get to see some great footage of I-70 as we go through the Rockies and the Eisenhower Tunnel, and we'll, I think, even pass by the NORAD bunker. It's up there somewhere in the Cheyenne Mountains. So anyway, folks, excited to be in Colorado. Headed to our hotel. Got about an hour and a half, actually hour and 15 minutes to go. 88 miles. We're at 72% state of charge, and the car thinks we're going to get in with 18%. And let's just take a look at our stats here. So we've got about a 5-mile-an-hour wind from the southwest that's costing us 1%. But we got 118 miles of projected range. We only got to go 87 more, so we've got plenty in the tank. We'll come up here and pass this pickup, or this semi-truck, and just wish you all a wonderful day as we continue down the road. Check in with you soon. And we are approaching the big city of Limon, Colorado. And I'm even pronouncing that right. We looked it up. It's not Limon. It's Limon. So it looks like we got about 3 miles to our hotel. And I thought I'd just bring you some shots of the little city, or a little town we're going to stay in tonight. Supercharger should be right next to our Holiday Inn and Express. And tomorrow we'll head to Dinosaur Lots of air activity out here. I seen a helicopter. There's an airplane over there. Oh, there's an airport right here. That's why. Very cool. They have Colorado gifts at that Shell station. Maybe we get some pins. And then just beautiful, beautiful area. Can't wait to get into the Rockies tomorrow, and that should be an epic drive. So be on the lookout for that. Hit that like and subscribe if you're following along, but you're not quite committed yet. Hey, come on, hit it. Let's see what we can see tomorrow. It's gonna be great. Hopefully we go through the Eisenhower Tunnel, see some more EVs and interesting stuff on the road. So anyway, I'll shut up now, turn the camera off, and we'll finish rolling up to the hotel, and I'll touch base with you in a minute. Okay, here's our exit. Oh. Oh, there's a nice new La Quinta. Boy, you've seen a lot of these everywhere as we've been traveling, like brand new. So I guess good for them. Little mini storage down there. Not looking like a whole lot else. What are we going to be doing here? Taking a left? Oh, good. So the car's actually doing the right thing and kind of lining up on the left side.
Turn left onto US Highway 24.
As is appropriate, so that the cars on the right can go by and make their right turn. People are on it here, but the car did all that legal, and give it some gas probably. There we go. Yep, just a little intervention. We had somebody behind us. It was doing a pretty good job, but we didn't want to hold up commerce. Yep, so the Supercharger and the hotels are in this big kind of truck stop area. And hey, there's a Colorado Gifts right next to us. Yay! And our hotel is going to be stuck back in here, and so is the Supercharger, I do believe. Yep, there's the Holiday Inn and Express.
Then turn right onto 6th Street.
And we'll find a Supercharger and we'll touch in with it, but this is where we're staying, so very, very cool. Catch you on the flip side, folks, and we'll wrap up in a moment. Okay, so final stop for the night. We are in Limon, Colorado, and they have here an 8-stall version 3 Supercharger, and that is where we are juicing up. And directly across from you is a 6-stall version 2. And Arby's. There's a Taco Bell. Our hotel's right across the way, Holiday Inn and Express. And I did find some outlets at the back of it if you needed to run an extension cord. And then there's Sinclair Gas and Colorado Gifts. So we're gonna go pick up some cool stuff. I do believe this is where I will leave you. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. We're gonna hit the road again tomorrow and head towards Dinosaur, Colorado. So we just appreciate all your views, likes, and subscribes. And just thank you so much from me and my family as you joined us on this leg of our journey. We're really happy to be on the road again. Believe me, it wasn't like we didn't want to be in Kansas, but we want to be in Reno. So we'll catch you on the flip side, folks. Have a wonderful day.